Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by. To all of my subscribers, hello. How are you today? If you're just stopping by for the first time or happen to just find my channel, please consider subscribing. We have a lot of fun here. If you have a YouTube channel, please leave your information listed below so I can follow you as well. It feels good to be sitting. I've been at appointments and gardening and I finished my journal, so I'll do a walkthrough tomorrow. Well, I have 2 more things to do, but I think I might be able to do those tonight. So, continuing our book page sort of series. We started off the week with book pages, and I wanted to finish off the week with book pages. So happy Friday. I hope that you've had a lovely day, and I hope you're looking forward to a wonderful weekend. It's going to be beautiful here today, this weekend, so hopefully I can clean up from my last project and get ready for next week, because I like to have my videos. I'm sorry, I just thought I had glue, or maybe I do. I just don't want to get it on my project. So in any event, I like to have my projects listed and done for the week. Okay, so today I haven't had an opportunity to try this. I learned this technique from, pretty sure it was Gail Agnestelli, probably about 3 years ago. And we're going to make some flowers out of book pages. But we're going to do it by covering the book pages first with a napkin. I've never tried this before, so let's try it together. I'm going to have a sip of my water because I have a really croaky voice today. Oh, I almost dropped it. It's covered. It's superior hydration water. It's not working. So anyway, I'm using book page. You want to use very, very thin book page, or like newspaper print, something that's very, very, newspaper paper. By the way, you can get that on Amazon with like 500 pages, or, well, a lot of pages. And I use them like when I print documents or envelopes if I want them to look old, things like that. But anyway, you want to start out with very thin book page. The thinnest book page I have is dictionary page. I find that's probably the thinnest. Even this isn't very thin, but I think it will work. So what we're going to do first is we're going to cover some book page with some napkin, and it doesn't matter the napkin. And yesterday I forgot to tell you, you have to separate all the plies of your napkin anytime you're working with napkin. At least anytime I'm working with napkin, I have to separate the plies unless I'm eating with it. And even then, I might separate the plies. Take off the top layer if it's pretty and use the bottom too. No, I don't. Just saying. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to find a straight piece. These aren't very straight. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start gluing this napkin to this page, and then we'll see how it works, okay? Because typically what I would do is tear this. So I'm not going to tear it because, and again, I'm using Scotch Create glue stick, permanent. As you know, that's my go-to glue unless I'm working with something I want to detach. Then I use a very, very cheap, like Elmer's children's glue stick that's very washable. This is washable, but it sticks really well, really well. I am so sorry for my voice. So what did you do today? Did you craft? What did you make? I am so excited about my comments. guys are so good. Lori, thank you so much. Lori is sort of a new follower. Well, not very new, but she's very encouraging. You're all encouraging. You're all so encouraging. I mean, I just can't even believe, well, first of all, I can't even believe I'm doing this, but second, I just, yeah, it's just, it's wonderful. It really is wonderful. And I try to answer all my comments when they come in, but I was without internet for a couple of days, so I had to catch up. So if I woke up during the night, that's what I did. So sometimes if I wake up during the night, I listen to my audiobook, which isn't good because then I forget what I read. I have to go back. So silly. So make sure that's nice and covered, just like we did before. Anytime you're attaching napkin, you want to make sure that everything's covered really well. It takes the longest time. And I'm just going to wipe this off because I don't want to get it stuck to my napkin. That's just for anybody who's new, that what I just used is hand sanitizer. You can get it anywhere. The Dollar Tree is the cheapest, obviously. So what I do is I have a big pump bottle that I've had since COVID, and I just keep refilling it because the small bottles just empty too fast. I mean, if you don't have a lot of space on your desk for it, then of course the smaller bottles are great. I hope you can understand me. All right, I'm going to put this back down and hurry before it dries because this dries really fast. Just put that over there, put my napkin down. And I'm going to try and get as much napkin on this as possible without wrinkling it too much. Because, you know, I mean, in this project, I don't think it matters too much because we're going to be cutting it up. And like I said, I've never done the flowers this way. I've always just used the book page. I mean, I've never used the napkins before, so I don't know how it's going to come out. But like I said, it's only paper, and you know me. If there's a will, there's a way, right? I'm going to try anything. I just think that they might be pretty, adding the napkin. And I was going to show you how to print on napkin today, but we just don't have time to do both. So I'll do that tomorrow. We'll print on napkin and tissue paper and fabric all in the same day. It might be a little bit longer of a video, like probably 50 minutes or so, but yeah. You guys don't seem to mind my videos at all, so I'm not going to worry about it. So now I'm going to take and cut this off so I can use the rest of this napkin on another piece. I'm hoping to get two full pieces out of this napkin. If I can't, well, we'll work with what we have, right? So I'm going to be a little bit careful how I cut it so I can get as much on the next page, because you want a couple of very long strips. So I'll tell you how long this paper is when we get started. I actually could have left that on, but I'm not going to. It might mess me up. And like I said, I typically will tear this, but I think if I do, it's going to tear the napkin. If it were dry, I'd press it, and then, yeah, I would tear it no problem. But I suppose we could try, because maybe this will be nice and dry by the time we cut it. Just flip it over. And just make sure that glue is spread good. And I don't have my iron plugged in, so I'm not going to do that today. But I think I'll just cut it. I'm not going to worry about it, because otherwise it'll go too long. See how the next piece goes. Okay. So, again, oh well. I think we'll still have enough to at least do one flower. So pretty, isn't it? It's a very pretty napkin. Did I use it yesterday? I don't remember. I don't think I did. Oh. I'll just put this tape over here. Move this out of the way. Put that there. I'll put it over here. Okay, so here's my second piece. Just take this little sliver off, make it straight, so I can just put it on the edge. And then I'm just going to glue it. I don't even know how much to glue, but I know it's not going to cover the whole page. So I'll be careful. Make sure your edges are good. And I hadn't used my glue stick yet, but now it's really moving fast. It's good. Might have to do a little bit more. Yeah. Another good thing about this glue stick is you don't use a lot. You don't need a lot. I buy it on Amazon because it comes in a 3-pack, and so I don't have to worry about running out of it. I just put it in my back stock. I don't buy a lot of things from Amazon, but in this case, I do. Anything I buy in bulk. Oops, I almost took the other one. So I'll just lay this down as best I can. And just pat it and go up. I don't mind that that's like that. And then just take your finger and rub out any wrinkles that you see. See? Like that. And make sure it's glued down good. And I'll probably have to lift this up because I don't think I went over far enough. I just didn't want to go over too far. Oh, it would help if I took the cover off. So I'm going to glue onto the napkin so I don't get it on the paper, because I can use that for painting. I am so excited about starting my series in June. It's going to be so much fun. I really hope you come along. It's going to be very different. I've not seen it before, but I'm not saying it's not out there. So while I'm thinking of it, you'll need a book, but we're not going to take it completely apart. So any book will do. You don't want a really large book, but you don't want a real small book either. And like I said, it's going to take about a year to finish it, maybe less. I mean, we'll work on it here and there, and you can certainly work on it at home. You don't have to wait for me, but I just think it's going to be something really fun to do. Just really fun. And it is going to be, you know, using a book and a lot of book pages and a lot of, you know, some watercoloring, some painting with acrylics. Don't worry if you don't know how to watercolor, neither do I. We're going to be doing some Zentangles. Those are very relaxing. We're going to do some sketching. Don't worry if you can't sketch, neither can I. It's just going to be fun. And you are going to love it. It's going to be something you'll have forever. It's just going to be a lot of fun. And it might not take a year, you know. I'd like to do like through the seasons type thing. So like part of it will be spring, part of it will be summer, part of it will be fall, part of it will be winter. You know, we'll just kind of seasonally do it. If you want, we'll think about it. But anyway, what you want to do is find a book, you know, about this size would be good, you know. And I'll tell you the size. Well, actually, let me grab a book. I might have one on my bookshelf. So something like this, about this size, would be great. And don't tear any pages out. Just make sure you have a book. If you want to join me, you don't have to. This book is 10 by 10 by 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and a half. So 10 by 9 and a half. So 9 and a half by 10. Okay? I don't know if I used this book. I've already read it. It's a great book if you haven't. And I don't even know. I might use that book. It looks pretty thick, though. Pretty big. But yeah, so a book. That's all you need for the first day. And something you want to cover the book with. It can be fabric. It can be paper. It could be book page. It could be anything you want. And we're going to start that, like I said, in June. So, and I'll mention it here and there on my video. And we will be using some digitals, and any digitals I use, if I can remember, because a lot of them are going to be scraps, but I'll look them up before I use them, because I'm going to put everything together. You know, most of my scraps and stuff that we'll use, I'll put together. So I'm just cutting the rest of the book page off. And, you know, any of the napkin. Because, like I said, this is my first time doing this. And so, obviously, well, it might not be your first time doing this. You might have seen it before. I don't know. And if you have, tell me what channel you saw it on so that I can give that person some credit. Like I said, I follow, you know, a few YouTube channels now, but not a lot. And of course, I'm following all the new channels because I want to help them like they've helped, you know, like so many of you have helped me. I want to help their channels grow. So if I come across a new channel, I subscribe right away. Oh, I have another channel I want you all to visit. It is like, honestly, I'm not kidding. And I can't, her name is Liz. And she's on Instagram. And I just met her accidentally. Or either that, she left me a comment. And I looked for her on YouTube. Or asked her if she had, I don't remember how we met. I know she left me a comment, and it was a very sweet comment. And it really, I don't know, there was just something about it that touched my heart, so I searched her out. And I found her, and she was doing a video. And I am not, I mean, I literally watched every single one of her videos. I really did. We've become friends, and she's just such a dear, and it's, watching her is like visiting. I love this napkin. It has texture in it, like this wheat. It's kind of raised a little bit. I don't know if that's going to hinder us or help us, but it's fun. Okay, stop talking. So anyway, hi Liz, if you're here. Hi Lori. Hi Celeste. Hello everybody. My brain isn't working too well today. I'm just going to wipe off my scissors because I got some glue on them. And again, I'm using what's on my napkin from my from my, whatever you call that. My brain left the room again. I was talking to my friend, who was I talking to today? I don't remember. I was talking to somebody. And I said, do you ever feel like when you video, your brain just gets up and leaves the room? I know mine does. My husband told me that when I'm crafting, like he'll come in. My craft room is off the kitchen and I have French doors. My builder was very nice. And it wasn't supposed to have French doors, but he widened it and put in French doors because I didn't want to feel closed in, you know. And so even with the door open, he'll be talking to me and I don't hear a word he's saying, even with the audiobook off. I'll be so engrossed as to what I'm doing, or I'll be thinking of the next thing I can try. He said I'm going to break the printer. I'm not going to break the printer. I don't take risks. I pay attention. I'm just going to have another sip of water. I am so sorry. I'm sorry. I have to keep this closed. Oh dear. Okay, where are we? 21 minutes. All right. So, because we're not going to tear this, because I don't think it will tear. Should I try it, guys? Should I try tearing it anyway? I'm going to. Why not? Here's my tear ruler. So what you want to do is now I like small flowers. I don't like real big ones. So I'm going to cut mine 1 inch and then 1/2 inch instead of 2 inches and 1 inch. So I'm just going to take my ruler and that's covered. So I'm going to take my ruler. I'm going to put it on my inch right here and I'm going to tear it. You ready? It worked. Do it on this side. It's working. So that's 1 inch. I'm going to cut a bunch of inches. And then I'll cut a bunch of 1/2 inches. Okay? Because what we're going to do is we're going to glue this to this. And our 1/2 inches will glue together as well. Because if my flowers are too big, then oftentimes I can't use them except for either like on the front of my journals or what have you. I can't really use them on my pages. So, yeah, I know a lot of people make these bigger, but I'm going to make them smaller and you can make them any size you want. And you'll see when we make them. Wow, that turned out really well. Is that 1 inch? No. But it's 1.5 inches, so that's good. I do have that little red circle there, but I don't care. Okay, there's all my inch pieces. Keep those to the side. Now we're going to take the next page and we're going to do a 1/2 inch. Okay? So just a 1/2 inch. And do this carefully because remember we've got napkin on it. I don't know if this is going to make a difference or not, but you know, why not try it? There's a 1/2 inch. Is that a 1/2 inch? I guess it is. Maybe it isn't. No, that's not a 1/2 inch. Is it? Do it this way. Make sure. Now, ordinarily, I just like, well, it's working. So, good. Yay. So I think that's probably enough to give us a flower. And we'll make one today, okay? And you'll get the point. So I just put my 1/2 inches with my inch. Okay, so separate your 1/2 inches from your inches. These inches. 1, 2, 3, 4. I better cut a few more 1/2 inches. Okay. This is kind of fun too because you don't know what the other side looks like. Especially if you're using, you know, a pattern napkin like I am. I have no idea what's on the other side. I don't think it will matter once we do our flower. I just think it might look pretty with a napkin on it, you know? Maybe I'll start a new trend. Who knows? They're easy enough, that's for sure. All right, I think that's enough. And I'll just take this off. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to glue your inches together. Okay, and if you're using a good strong glue stick like this, glue stick is fine. Except it won't be fine unless you take the cover off. And your hands are going to get gluey, so make sure you have something to wipe them with. Because this isn't a, it gets it's a little messy, but oh well. So is it most things. Sorry, it's getting in the way. I'm trying to take it off. Well, I'm not going to get it off. Oh well. Okay, so glue down here. Now with this I have to be a little bit quick because my it dries really fast. So I'm gluing those two together, and I just did that wrong, but that's okay. So see, it's 1 inch with 1 inch. All right. Now what you want to do is you want to start in the middle, and you want to kind of bring it, you're going to fold it like an accordion. Oh, you want to keep your glue out. So you want to fold it like an accordion. You're going to glue it down here like this, along the edge. And you want to fold it like an accordion towards you, like this. All right, but you want to kind of go in a circle. And I think I put too much glue on the edge, but that's okay. It'll dry. I meant to just kind of put it on the edge, and I think I did the whole strip. But you want to kind of just accordion. I'm going to bring you down a little bit so you can, oh, sorry, so you can see what I'm doing, okay? Hold on. I hope that's close enough. I'm folding it like an accordion, like this, and I'm bringing it towards me. And I'm going around in a circle like this. Wow, I really like it with the napkin. I mean, some of it you can't really see the napkin, but so just keep going around like this, okay? Until you come to the middle like this. Just keep coming till you get to that very middle. And then, so now you've got half of it. You want to take this, lift it up, and then go along this edge again. Not the whole thing, like I just did, just the edge. And again, you want to just keep folding it like an accordion until you make a circle. And 2 strips should give you that circle that you need. Hold on. Okay, glued the wrong edge. Doesn't matter. It dries really fast. So you want to make sure you glue this edge because those are the edges that you're sticking. And that's going to dry, it doesn't matter. I did make a little bit of a mistake. Oh my goodness, my poor throat. So you're just making an accordion circle. And once you see that circle, it should be good. And it doesn't have to be perfect because, you know, it's paper and it's a journal. As she fixes it to make a circle. I should have done this beforehand, but see, I'm sticking these edges together. This is so pretty. I'm really glad I tried the napkin. They are beautiful. So just keep going around like this. Excuse me. Oh, so pretty. Alright, so now you're done with your first layer. And sort of just bring it around so it makes a circle like this. I might bring it around a little bit more so it kind of does that. Okay, and then I'm going to take a little bit of glue here and just press that down because we're going to do our next layer. And that's why we cut the 1/2 inch. Now, if you don't want to do a smaller one in the middle and you want to do both the same size, well then just take your 1 inch and do the same thing. But we're not. I'm not. I'm going to take the smaller one now. Just want to make sure that looks like a circle. So just manipulate it so it just looks like a circle. Okay? And that does, pretty much. I can't really see it. Hold on. Maybe my glasses are dirty. I don't know. Okay. And then, yeah. So maybe we will make 2. This one's coming out a little wonky. Okay. So there's your first one. Take your second one. Glue 2 together. These are the 1/2 inch. So I'll just take 2 1/2 inch and glue those edges together. Oh, I didn't tell you how long they were. Do you want me to? Hold on. So mine are 14. 20 inches, and that would have been 20 inches. So 20 inch strip by 1 inch and 20 inch strip by 1/2 inch. And now you're going to fold it this way. So you want this edge, the one facing you, to be glued from the middle down. Not the whole thing, just the middle. I hope y'all can see. I hope I'm staying in frame. And you're going to do it again like this. This one might come out better because I didn't glue that top edge. So you're just accordion folding it. You know what? Now that I think about it, I might have learned this from G. Kerr. I don't remember. I really don't. I've never seen anybody do it with napkin. I can promise you that. I was going to do it with watercolor paper, but you know how you do the strips with the watercolor like everybody's doing now. But Leslie at 507 Willow House, she does them a lot. And Rach at Roxy Creations, she does them all the time. I just did some acrylic on fabric and that came out beautiful. I love it. Oh, my fingers are getting sticky again. So if they get too sticky, just wipe them off. So I'm just folding it, going around in a circle, and making sure that I am, as I do that, you know, that fold here like this. I guess you're pleating it, sort of. See, like this. And you can do this with anything. You could do it with fabric, you could do it with lace. I've done it with everything. Book page, but like I said, first time napkin, and I love it. Spread the word. Wow, these are so pretty. So again, you are going to keep going around, so you want to glue the edge that's closest to you, except you want to make sure your glue stick is open, and mine is not because because I don't know why. So again, just go along the edge. It's okay if you get it on more than that, it's going to dry. And it dries fast, so. Okay, here we go. And again, you want to bring this all the way to the center here. And you want to go around again the same way until that's a complete circle in the middle, like this. So you want to kind of leave that edge and go towards the middle with this one, so that your edges here are a little bit longer. Gosh, I hope I'm making sense. Excuse me. Sorry for sniffling. Hope you can understand me. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. I just love this napkin idea. It is beautiful. How simple. What a gorgeous flower. You could even just do it with a 1/2 inch and that would be adorable. Put some lace behind it. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? It's so sweet. And you can't even tell what the napkin looked like in the beginning. You don't even know it's napkin. It looks like you've watercolored it. Right? It's like you watercolored the paper. And see why you have to use the thin paper? Because to use anything heavier, you would really struggle with folding that. So now you just want to make sure that that's tight, glued down, which mine seems, you know, I'll put a little dab of glue there. And I'll just stick that right in the middle. My bigger one came out kind of wonky, but that's all right. I like it. It's gonna look pretty. You just want to make sure it's more rounded. See if I can manipulate it a little bit so it's a little bit more round. See how you can manipulate it once it's dry? Because I don't want to waste anything. This just needs to come up a little bit more so it's a little bit more round. I waste more time being fussy, right? Here we go. How pretty is that? Oh my gosh, it's so pretty, guys. I'm sorry. A little excited, aren't I? I just think it's just so pretty. So pretty. I love spring. I mean, I like all the seasons, but I don't know. I just guess I'm such a girl. I love working with the spring colors. Now, what you can do for your center is a flat back pearl. You can get those at the Dollar Tree. You could do a little bling, you know, depending on your project. I'm just trying to make this round, guys. You don't have to do all of that if you folded it right. See, look how sweet that is. That would be done. You could put something in the middle and done. But we're going to do it the way I was taught, and do two. But if I made any more, I would just do the one, because that would be big for my page, depending on where I put it. And I think with that, it's too much. You know, maybe do just a book page underneath it. Anyway, so if you want to use the 1 inch and the 1.5 inch, this is what it would look like. And then I've already threaded a button, and I always like to thread my buttons. Even if I'm going to glue them, I thread them. So if I just thread them, I always leave a bow on one side. But you could use like a flat back pearl if you don't have any buttons. But I think the button looks sweet. Those scissors don't work. I don't know why I keep them. So I'm just going to cut this. I'm not going to glue these two together because I'm not going to use both of them, and I don't want to waste it. So what you would do is you would glue this to this and then add that. But I'm not going to, because I'm not going to use that. Does that make sense? Is that okay? So I'm just going to put some glue right here. I better use the Fabri-Tac because that has thread on it. It won't stick. I don't know why. Even with thread, it doesn't stick. So I'm just putting a dab of glue right here in the middle. Oops. That's the first time that happened in a long time. I'm going to take my button that I already threaded, and I can always cut those threads shorter. But how adorable is that? With the napkin on it. What? I'm sorry. I'm getting way too excited. Yeah, I'm only going to do the 1/2 inch. So you're going to see a bunch of 1/2 inch on my YouTube picture. Maybe with different colors too, because now I'm addicted. I'm going to take all those inch that I made and make them 1/2 inch, because I can use the 1/2 inch more than I can use the 1 inch. Does that make sense? Because this could go on a cluster, you know, on a paper cluster, or a snippet roll. I'm just pulling up the middle pieces. Remember how we did the outer edge and then we brought it in closer? And now I'm just going to take that thread so you can see that sweet little button in there. Cut my threads. You don't have to make a bow. I just did. You could just stick the button there. I'm such a girl. I'm just going to lift that up a little bit. Here we go. And that's it. Oh my goodness. Is that not adorable? Or what? Can you see that? I'm sure you can. I'm in your face. It's so sweet. Let's put it on something. Oh. What do I have here? Let's say this is a page, because it is. It's just not what I'm using. But if I wanted to put this on a page, look, how sweet is that? So sweet. We could even do this. I'm just thinking off the, where are we? All right, we're getting late, but we could take a paper clip and glue it on the back, it would become a paper clip, right? Look. Ah, sorry. There you go. And you've got a paper clip. Oh my gosh, these are too cute. Anyway, okay, I could go on and on. My mind is reeling. It is reeling. So I'll do it like this so you can really see it good. And that's what we made today. I'm not going to make the 1 inch, but if you did, this is how it would look. Okay? But see how much, it's just too big for my pages. But it might not be for your page. And then you could make a really big one if you wanted to use it on the front of your cover, or, you know, a few on a page. You know what I mean? Like going down the page like this. You could do maybe one here, you know, do a 2 inch here, like a 1 inch and a 1 inch, or a 1 inch and a 2 inch, a 1 inch, I mean a ½ inch, and then another one of this full one here, and put it on a piece of lace. It could be a belly band. My mind's reeling. Okay, that's it for today's video. I'm sorry guys, I got a little excited. I'll put that one there. This one's kind of wonky. Okay, so I hope that was fun. And I'm not going to even lift up the camera. I'll just leave it just like that so you can see it. That's today's project. I hope that you enjoyed that. Here are the rest of our strips. As you can see, we have a ton of them. I will be making a ton of these flowers when I turn off the camera. And I am sure you will too. Put them on your Instagram. Tag me. I'm Cheryl Talfus, the Journal Cottage on Instagram. So, Cheryl A. Talfus, the Journal Cottage. I don't know if I changed it on Instagram. I'm pretty sure I did. But I did on my YouTube channel. But look at all those. I mean, I'm going to have so much fun. I want you to have fun too. Make some. Show me. I can't wait to see them. Put them in the groups if you're in my groups. And tell everybody. Make a whole bunch. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Oh gosh, that is so adorable. And like I said, you could do, you could use these, yeah, you know. Oh, what do they call them? Yeah, you know what they called. My brain's gone. I've had a long day. You could put anything in the middle or nothing at all. All right, have a wonderful day. Love y'all. Be well, be kind. God bless. Bye-bye, everybody.